All right, we the Hebrew Israelites.
Right.
We come out here week in, week out, in season, out of season.
Right.
To come out here and wake you so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native American, Seminole Indians, and you others of brothers and sisters scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, to wake you up and let you know that you are the Hebrew Israelites.
Right.
The biblical and historical Hebrew Israelites, right? You people that was brought over here on the slave trade. You so-called Indians that was colonized and conquered. You are the biblical Hebrew Israelites, right? And give me Isaiah 61 and 1. Show you what our mission is.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 61, and verse 1.
Right.
The Spirit of the Lord God is upon me.
The Spirit of who?
The Lord God is upon me.
Go ahead.
Because the Lord has anointed me.
Right.
To preach the good tidings.
That's right. We out here to preach the good tidings to the Israelites. All right. What's up, brother? We out here to preach the good tidings to you Israelites. Right? Because you're the only ones that need good news.
Right.
You're the only ones that need good news. Right? Go ahead.
Unto the meek.
Right?
He has sent me.
Right?
To bind up the brokenhearted.
So we out here to bind up our people, the brokenhearted, the ones who is captivity.
Right.
The ones who've been oppressed. That's who he sent us out here to do what?
To bind up the brokenhearted.
Right?
To proclaim liberty to the captives.
So we out here to proclaim liberty to the captives. The captives that Mr. White Man came and took captive, right? The captives that Mr. White Man came and colonized and conquered and shipped to another land, right? We out here to proclaim liberty to you Israelites.
Right.
Right? Go ahead.
And the opening of the prisons to them that are bound.
The opening of the what?
Prisons to them that are bound.
So who the most people in prison? The so-called blacks and Hispanics. Right?
Right.
We out here to free our people and let them know they God's chosen people.
Right.
And why this dirty system got them locked up like that? And why this dirty system got them captive like that? That's what we out here to do. Let them know who they are. Right? Go ahead.
To proclaim the acceptable year of the Lord.
To proclaim what?
The acceptable year of the Lord.
So this talking about judgment. The acceptable year is that day of the kingdom. That day when we going to inherit the kingdom. Right? Give me Baruch 3 and 8. Baruch 3 and 8.
Book of Baruch, chapter 3, and verse 8.
Right.
Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity.
Behold, we are yet this day in what?
In our captivity.
So guess what? You blacks, Hispanic, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, you still in captivity.
Right.
Right? Because you get to walk up and down the block, go sit on a nice outside terrace and drink your drinks and eat your nice little food, be wicked on the Lord's Sabbath day. You still in captivity. Right? Go ahead.
Where thou hast scattered us for a reproach.
What the Most High do to the Israelites?
Scattered us for a reproach.
So guess what? If you don't know who we talking about, you got a problem. If you go to church every Sunday and you don't understand who we talking about and who this Bible speaking about, you need to call your pastor. Right?
Right.
Because all throughout this Bible is talking about captivity and the Israelites. Right? But our people don't like to read nothing. We like somebody to soothsay us. Right? We like somebody to give us a prosperity doctrine and tell us, pat us on the tail and tell us everything gonna be all right.
Right.
Right? We satisfied with a damn little ass job. Go ahead.
And a curse. And to be subject to payments.
And this is a curse. The Most High scattered us for reproach, which is a shame, and a curse. Slavery.
Right.
And subject to what?
Payments.
So who's stressed out over bills? Subject to what?
Payments.
That's right. Who in the child support? Who filling the child support caught up? Right? Subject to what?
Payments.
Go ahead.
According to all the iniquities
That's right.
of our fathers.
That's right. So guess what? We paying for the iniquities of our forefathers.
Right.
Right? That Moses administered us to in Deuteronomy 28:15. Right? Give me 28:64.
The book of
28,
Deuteronomy,
64.
chapter 28, and verse 64.
All the curses according to our father. All the iniquities according to our father. Right? Go ahead.
And the Lord shall scatter thee
Right.
amongst all people.
What the Most High say he's going to do?
Scatter thee
Right.
amongst all people.
Go ahead.
From the one end of the earth,
Right?
even unto the other.
So the Israelites scattered all over the earth. Right? That's what it's talking about after 144,000 was sealed. It's all nations, tongues, and kindreds.
Right.
It's talking about the Israelites that were scattered throughout the four corners of the earth.
Right.
Go ahead.
Salakia. And there thou shalt serve other gods.
And what's going to happen when we get scattered throughout the four corners of the earth?
And there thou shalt serve other gods.
And that's why our people in all different type of philosophies,
Right.
calling themselves Moors,
Right.
right? Calling themselves Christians and Muslims and all of this crazy madness, right? Nuwabians,
Right.
and black conscious movement and all of that madness. Go ahead.
Which neither thou nor thy fathers have known.
And guess what? Our forefathers didn't know none of this, none of these religions.
Right.
Our forefathers only knew the Most High God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
Right.
Right? Go ahead.
Even wood and stone.
And them wood and stone, that represent your cross and your cobblestone.
Right.
And the rest of them idols like Balaam and all of that we used to worship.
Right.
Right? Go ahead.
Verse
Nah,
60.
go back to Baruch. What's that, 9?
Baruch 3 and
What's that, 3 and 9?
9.
Right.
Hear, Israel,
Uh-huh.
the commandments of life.
Right. No, go back up. It's when you got a verse before that. Oh, no, go ahead down there. Read that last line you just left off from the iniquity of our fathers. Salah.
To all the iniquities of our fathers.
Right. So
Which,
go ahead.
which departed
Right.
from the land of God.
That's right. So guess what? We serving for we paying for the iniquities of our fathers. Right? Give me 5 and 1.
Right.
We paying for the iniquities of our fathers. Right? What's that, 7 and 1? Lamentations. Slop.
Oh, okay.
Right. So yeah, we paying for the iniquities of our forefathers, right? And when we tell people the judgment out of the Bible, these other nations, everybody always say, well, that was my forefathers. Yeah, that was our forefathers too. And we paying for the iniquity of our forefathers. So your ass gonna get the same. Right? Always trying to play semantics. They got our people so whooped down, we don't understand semantics when we hear. We think the white man's so elegant and smart. But he's just a damn deceiver. He's just a sweet-talking deceiver, that's all. And most of them don't have no knowledge. The knowledge they got, they made it up them damn selves.
Right.
That's why they so smart, because it's not original knowledge.
Right.
Go ahead.
The book of Lamentations, chapter 5 and verse 7.
Go ahead.
Our fathers have sinned.
Our fathers have done what?
Our fathers have
So
sinned.
our forefathers sinned, right? Just like we tell you so-called white people, you Arabs, you Africans, you East Indians, all you other nations, you got to pay for what your forefathers did. Our father have what?
Have sinned.
Go ahead.
And are not.
And they dead and gone. Our fathers dead and gone. Go ahead.
And we have borne their iniquities.
And what do we do?
Borne their
That
iniquities.
means we have taken on the burden of their iniquities.
Right.
We have carried on their iniquities. Right? Go ahead.
Servants have ruled over us.
What's going on?
Servants have ruled over
You
us.
see that Greek right there got his foot on the Northern Kingdom brother face?
Right.
Servants have what?
Ruled over us.
Look at dirty ass Andrew Jackson. To the victors go the spoils. Right? Servants have what?
Ruled over us.
Go ahead.
There is none that doth deliver us.
There's none that what?
doth deliver us.
That's right. And all these other nations know that they servants. They know they slaves on the loose.
Right.
And none delivereth us. Because all these other nations was pissed off that the Most High didn't choose them. Right?
Right.
Go ahead. Give me that.
Out of their hand.
No one is here to deliver us out of their hands. Right? Give me Judah 5:20. Show you how they know the servants rule over us. Show you how they know we God's chosen people and why they in unison with that thing. Judah 5:20.
The book of Judah, chapter 5, verse 20. Now therefore,
right,
my Lord and Governor,
right,
if there be any error against this people.
If there be any what?
Error against this people.
That's talking about us sinning. And this is an ambassador going to a king, telling and reporting to him about the Israelites. If there be any sin, there be any error in this people, go ahead.
And they sin against their God.
And what if the Israelites do what?
Sin against their God.
Go ahead.
Let us consider,
right,
that this shall be their ruin.
So we born the iniquity of our forefathers. Let them consider that it shall be what?
Their ruin.
Go ahead.
And let us go up.
Right.
And we shall overcome them.
That's what they did. So they knew at the point when we start going off,
right,
they started attacking us then. Right? They knew the Most High took his protection from us then. Let us go up and what?
And we shall overcome them.
So you dirty heathens, you overcame us because we started sinning against our God. Right? And y'all knew the scriptures too. Y'all rulers knew the scriptures too. Go ahead.
Verse 21.
Right.
But if there be no iniquity in their nation.
So guess what? If it's no sin in our nation, once we turn back to the Most High, you other nations know it. That's why you're getting scared, because you're seeing the blacks, Hispanic, Native Americans stand back up now.
Right.
They coming back in their rightful order. All of the stuff you wiped out from their memory, we coming back now.
Right.
And your kingdom is almost at an end. Your kingdom is almost at an end. Right? Go ahead.
Let my Lord now pass by.
That's right. So they say, if you see them Israelites stand back up, start following their God, their law, statutes, and commandments, their original customs, let them do what?
Let my Lord now pass by.
That's why you other nations scared as hell when you see us in our rightful order.
Right.
When you see us backing out, that's why you nations scared as hell when we tell the Jews that you are the imposters. And you not God's chosen people, we God's chosen people. That's why you wiped our memory out and put us in slavery and took our damn homeland. You took our damn homeland, you dirty rats.
Right.
Go ahead.
Least their Lord defend them.
That's right, and our Lord defend us when we keeping them laws. Right? These damn heathens know that. That's why the damn Arabs stay in our neighborhoods selling pork.
Right.
Because they know if they keep us off balance, they can just keep oppressing us and being over top of us. Right?
Right.
Go ahead.
And their God be for them.
And our God be for what?
And their God be for them.
Let's show them what that means. Give me Psalms 34:7. Them heathens know, man. When you Israelites, you in the spirit, and you come back, repent, keep the law, statutes, and commandments, your God, our God gonna be for us.
Right.
And these heathens know it, man. That's why they get tight every time they see the Israelites out here.
Right.
You should go see the damn comment board, man. These damn heathens is tight. If it wasn't, they wouldn't waste time on the damn slaves.
Right.
You wouldn't be on the damn slaves comment board if we wasn't telling the truth.
Right.
Trolling all our damn videos. Talking about Jesus love everybody. If we wasn't stinging your ass, you wouldn't do that.
Right.
If we wasn't waking your dumb, wicked ass people up, you wouldn't do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
The book of Psalms, chapter 34, verse 7.
Right.
The angel of the Lord encampeth around about them that fear him.
That's right. That's why we get out here every Friday and preach the gospel and don't care nothing about you other nations.
Right.
right? And we don't care nothing about you wicked brothers and sisters either. Because that wickedness, it only work in the world.
Right.
Right? We not a part of your setup. We trying to bring you on this side of the line.
Right.
Read that over again. We not a part of your setup.
The book of Psalms, chapter 34, verse 7.
We done stepped up off the bricks. We done stepped up off the bricks. Go ahead.
The angel of the Lord encampeth around about them that fear him.
So that's why we get out here and teach the Most High Word no matter what. Right? We don't care how nobody feel about it. Because when we get out here in the spirit, it's only righteousness. So the angels of the Lord encampeth about them that fear him. So we only fear the Lord. Right? Go ahead.
And deliver them.
And what he do?
Deliver them.
That's right. I watch him deliver our people all the time. I watch him deliver a lot of brothers out of camp all the time. From impending danger. Right?
Right.
Go ahead. What you got?
Verse 8.
Nah. Give me
Go back to,
yeah, go back to Baruch 3 and 9. Baruch 3 and 9.
Come. The book of Baruch, chapter 3 and verse 9.
Right.
Hear, Israel.
Right.
The commandments of life.
Hear what? Hear what?
The commandments of life.
No, hear everybody. My bad.
The commandments of life.
No, is God addressing everybody in this book?
Hear, Israel.
Right.
The commandments of life.
So I thought God loved everybody.
Hear, Israel.
Why does Bible only address to the Israelites? Right? So if you need to find out if you're an Israelite or not. If you ain't, you need to stay out of this book. You need to keep your... Matter of fact, I ain't going to say that. You can read it. It don't matter. Go ahead. Hear Israel what?
The commandments of life. Give ear, understand wisdom.
That's right. So we out here trying to give you the commandments. We out here trying to give you some wisdom. Some historical wisdom of who you are. Right? Go ahead.
Verse 10. How happeneth Israel? What thou art in thy enemies' land.
How happeneth Israel is thou what?
That thou art in thy enemy's land.
So guess what? We not from America. We not from North America. We not even from the West. How happened Israel art thou in what?
Thy enemy's land.
So this is our enemy's land. Our enemies run this land. Our enemies brought us to this land. Right? Go ahead.
That thou art waxed old in a strange country.
So guess what? We done been in this country for like 400-500 years. As slaves. It says thou hast waxen old in a strange country. Go ahead.
That thou art defiled with the dead.
What is Israel?
That thou art defiled with the dead.
What is the blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, Seminole Indians?
Defiled with the dead.
Give me Deuteronomy. Go ahead. Let me finish that off. Let me show you how they defile with the dead. Give me Deuteronomy 28:15. Show you how they defile with the dead. Show you what that means. Show you how our people defile with the dead. Go ahead.
Book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 15.
Right.
But it shall come to pass if thou will not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Right.
To observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I commanded thee this day.
Right.
That all these curses.
That all these what?
That all these curses.
Go ahead.
Shall come upon thee.
Right.
And overtake thee.
Go ahead. Let's see what defile with the dead mean. Go ahead.
Verse 16. Curse shall thou be in the city.
So who cursed in the city? We can walk up and down the block all throughout the city, wherever, and you can see the cursed people.
Right.
You can see the cursed people. Right? And if Mr. White Man out here, homeless or whatever, that's his bad. That's his bad, because this is his kingdom. None of you white people shouldn't be broke or shouldn't be homeless.
Right.
This is your kingdom.
Right.
And if you are, you a damn two-time loser.
Right.
Right? Go ahead.
Curse shall thou be in the city, and curse shall thou be in the field.
So guess what? The Bible is telling you who God's chosen people is. The people that's cursed in the city and the people that's cursed in the field. Because Mr. White Man wasn't cursed in no cotton field.
Right.
I ain't see no herbs. The herbs wasn't side by side in the cotton field with you so-called blacks and Hispanics.
Right.
The Africans wasn't side by side with you so-called blacks and Hispanics in the cotton and the sugarcane field.
Right.
So this Bible ain't talking about everybody. Go ahead.
Verse 17.
Uh-huh.
Cursed shall be thy basket and thy store.
That's right. And guess what? You know who God's chosen people is? Them people that sing swing down, sweet low chariots. Swing low chariots. What other nation tells the chariots to swing low?
Right.
Tells God, sings to God's chariots to swing low. His people. Go ahead.
Verse
Right?
17.
Right?
Verse 18.
Right?
Cursed shall be the fruit of thy body.
Right, and the fruit of our body is our children. It says, cursed shall be our children. So who children curse? Right? Who children curse? Who children getting gunned down in the street? Right? Who children, the police, who children, the police, you 8 years old, you're 13, 8 years old, the police gunning his little butt out. 11 years old for having a water gun and the police pulling a gun out on your son.
Right.
Right? Go ahead.
And the fruit of thy land.
Right?
The increase of thy kind.
Right, and the fruit of your land. The fruit of your land is your crops. Guess what? The Native American Seminole Indians, they had this whole place laid out. Mr. White Man came and took their whole land from them.
Right.
Right? The fruit of their land. Go ahead.
And the flocks of thy sheep.
And the flocks of thy what?
Sheep.
And guess what? You white people, you slaughtered off our oxen. You came over here and slaughtered off our oxen and our buffalo to starve us out.
Right.
You slaughtered our flocks off. Go ahead.
Verse 19.
Right.
Cursed shall thou be when thou cometh in.
Right. Cursed shall you be when you come in and lay your head down in your house. Right? Because when you put your head down to go to sleep, you ain't got no type of peace.
That's right.
Our people ain't got no type of peace. Go ahead.
And cursed shall thou be when thou goest out.
And guess what? Before we go out the house, we be like, here we go, another day. Let me get out here and conquer this other day. I don't know what's going to happen when I get out here today.
Teacher.
Go ahead.
Verse 20.
Right.
The Lord shall set upon thee cursing.
The Lord shall set upon our people what?
Cursing.
That's why you see all the bad youngins on the bus and the metro station. Got no type of discipline and reverence for the elders.
Right.
Right? No type of savvy or nothing no more the youngins got. That's because ain't no daddies in the home no more. Right? Go ahead.
Vexation.
Right? What did the Most High say what we gonna have?
Vexation.
Vexation. We always stressed out.
Right.
We the most stressed people on the face of the earth. Right? Problems all day, every day.
Right.
Right? If it ain't your damn woman, it's the damn white man. It's the boss. Right? And it ain't just the white man. You might work for a damn dirty Arab.
Right.
Or a damn dirty East Indian.
Right.
Right? Matter of fact, most of the time they don't even hire our ass. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. And rebuke, and in that thou sittest thy hand unto to do.
Cut that out. Go ahead, give me 1 Corinthians 2 and 4. So it's time for you blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, it's time for you to rise up out of your state, that lower state. It's time to stand up on your feet. Right? Time to stand up on your feet and come out of that lower state of yours. Right? 1 Corinthians 2 and 4.
The book of 1 Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 4.
Right.
And my speech and my preaching was
Right.
not with enticing words.
And our speech and our what?
preaching was not with enticing words.
And guess what? I know when we bring out here, it's not enticing to nobody. I know we kind of go hard sometimes. Our teaching is not with enticing words. Go ahead.
Of men's wisdom.
Of what?
Of men's wisdom.
Because we ain't speaking no worldly speech. Right? We ain't speaking, oh, nigga, you know that junk, and bop, 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 and them bras down the block, and this, we not speaking that. Go ahead.
But in demonstration of the spirit of power.
What are we speaking?
But in demonstration of the spirit of power.
So guess what? These words is power. The Most High words is power. We demonstrating the spirit of power. Right? Go ahead.
Right. That thy faith should not stand in the wisdom of men.
That thy what?
Thy faith should not stand in the wisdom of men.
So guess what? We don't deal with men's philosophy.
Right.
Right? We don't deal with men's philosophy. Our faith don't stand in the wisdom of men. With your Christianity.
Right.
Your Islam. Right? Your 5%er. I'm 100% man.
Right.
I'm 100% man. Right? Go ahead.
But in power of God.
But in power of who?
In power of God.
So guess what? We out here, we trying to teach you, brothers and sisters, that you need to follow the law, statutes, and commandments. That's where you get your power of the Most High from. Right? Go ahead.
Howbeit we speak wisdom.
Howbeit what?
Howbeit we speak wisdom amongst them that are perfect.
Right. So guess what? You blacks, you Israelites are considered perfect. Other than these other nations. Whether you might not know it or not, you God's chosen people, so you consider perfect to these other nations. Go ahead.
Yet not the wisdom of the world, nor of the princes of this world,
right,
that come to naught.
Right.
Verse 7. But we speak the wisdom of God.
What do we speak?
The wisdom of God.
So we out here telling you these words of this Bible. Your history and your culture. Right? That's what we out here to tell you.